All right, guys, we are going to find this, for lack of a better term, hoard of MOPARs. And from what I know, the gentleman who owns these cars does not have internet, does not do business over anything but the phone, does not ship parts anywhere, so if you want them, you got to come get them. And when I said I'd like to video them, from my understanding is I am the only person that was allowed or has even come in to video and put this stuff up on the internet. All right, guys, what you see me doing right now is I am entering a all MOPAR, all classic MOPAR, private. It's not a junkyard, because if it was a junkyard he couldn't sell full cars, but let's say it's a private collection MOPARs from the 60s and early 70s, and we're gonna go walk through them and check them out. So what can I say? If you like this kind of thing, please subscribe right now, please like, please ring the bell. And dude, this is like MOPAR heaven, and it's right here in Stark, Florida. What was your first name, sir?
Jerry.
Jerry. All right, Jerry. And how long you been? How long you been doing this?
A long damn time.
I mean, decades. Did it start as just a collection, or did it just?
Yeah. Well, I moved in out here in the early '70s.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
So welcome to another episode of Junkyards and Barn Finds with Sean, and I'm Sean. Oh, good morning, folks. It is freezing cold on the border of Georgia and Florida this morning, and so it's about 7:30, and I'm just looking over here. I come out of the hotel. We stayed at this True Hilton Hotel, and check what's out front. We've got Andretti Motorsports is here. Very cool. There's two other motorsport carriers here from HMD, but Andretti Autosports, this is one of their trucks. Probably the car vehicle. I would imagine this one is the car. Yeah, there's the gate right there. So that's got a couple Indy cars in it, which is very cool. And then you also have HMD Racing over there, and HMD has another truck over here. So there's a whole ton of race cars coming down. I'm wondering if they're testing it. They're either maybe on their way up to Atlanta, or they're going over to Daytona. So there's the other HMD truck. That's the white truck right there, and that's the black HMD Racing truck right there. So that's a pretty cool development to come out and see those here. Wherever they're going, maybe they're going to Texas. You know, we're right here. That is I-75 right over there, and then I-10 goes right this way. So yeah, this is an Indy car. So maybe they're going down to the IndyCar. Maybe they're going down to the Grand Prix. Is there a Grand Prix down in the Tampa area? Because normally they have the Grand Prix down there, so I'm not really sure. But anyway, very cool. Just wanted to show you guys. Nice waking up, seeing all the motorsports people here. So we're gonna head out to a local salvage yard real quick, and then there's some cars that I found I want to go visit today as well up here in Lake City. Oh, good morning, folks. So April is in getting a Charleston Chew at the Cracker Barrel, and we are about 6 miles away from a junkyard up here in Lake City. Now there's about 6 or 7 junkyards up here that we have not been to, and most of those are not open on weekends, and this is a weekend, so this is the only one we can go to for here. But like I said, yesterday we found a couple cars, and we're gonna go and check those out at different people's houses, so we're gonna go and check that out. But in the meantime, we're heading about 6 miles over to this one junkyard that we found, and that's what we're gonna do. Got your Charleston Chew?
I do.
All right, so
one to go
and an extra to go. They only sell these Charleston Chews so far that we're understanding at Cracker Barrel, and that's her favorite candy of all time. So that's why we have to go to Cracker Barrels to get them. But if you are somebody who works for the company that makes Charleston Chew, reach out, because I'm sure that we could get a case. We will buy a case from you. So and not at like eBay prices, just regular prices. So all right, we're off to the next junkyard, guys. Hey guys, so we're over here at Sap Salvage, which is in Lake City, and we're gonna look at a truck real fast. They don't really do a whole lot of the auto scrapyard stuff. They have some, but not a lot anymore. Like they said, prices are so high and they don't have a lot of old stuff. One of the things they do have,
That's pretty interesting,
is real interesting, and this is interesting with a sad story associated, is this old Mack. And you guys know that I love old Mack trucks, and this here is an old Mack, which of course is something I would normally look at anyway. And it actually runs, and it's set up to be a wrecker. And the reason it's here is because, and I won't go into the name of the person, but here in Lake City there was a girl that was killed by Ted Bundy. If you don't know who Ted Bundy is, he was a notorious very evil person who was a serial killer. You can Google it if you want to. I went to Florida State, where he also killed girls there. But this wrecker, what's left of this wrecker, but this was the wrecker that the girl's father used.
Had a wrecking service.
And he had a wrecking service. As April said, he had a wrecking service. And after his daughter got killed or murdered, it just destroyed the business, it destroyed the family, everything else that normally happens when somebody loses a child, especially like that. So the truck's sitting here. This is actually one of the only dual axle ones that I've seen like this. Most of the time you see it's just a single axle Mack, but this is a dual axle, and it runs and it sits here, and it's not going to go anywhere. And the owners of this place just said, you know, that it just stays there. So but you know, it's this is Sap, and they've got all kinds of stuff here, but mainly what they do is they buy scrap metal and they salvage scrap and everything. But the best part about it is, when we come and talk, and this is one of the ways we do things, is he just told us about a guy who has a ton of MOPARs, who's down this road. This is Florida 100. It's actually 90 and Florida 100. And so we're gonna head down there and see if we can find this stack of MOPARs that's been there forever. So that's where we're headed now. So hang out. Hey guys, so we're on our way over to a place called Stark, Florida. The only thing I ever knew about Stark was there's a prison there, but evidently there is a big giant collection of old Mopars there, and so we're just gonna head east. And did he say stay on 100? All right, so we're just gonna go here. We're gonna stay on Route 100 east, and hopefully we'll find it. And he also talked to another gentleman who has a whole collection of a couple hundred cars up here in Lake City, but unfortunately they're at a funeral this week, or today. So we're gonna come back up during the week, and we'll come back up here. It's about 5 hours from the house, so we'll come up here on a day and during the weekday and meet with him, and there's a couple other places we want to go. So right now we're just headed to Stark, Florida. All right, so we're getting close to where we should see it. And go ahead. All right, and we're going to do a U-turn right here. Alright guys, so we passed a house, which has to be it. So we're gonna pull up here and we'll go up and we'll talk to them and see if they'll let us come in and see all the stuff that they have. Yeah, here we go. All right. So, you want to come in or you want to wait?
I'm not ready right now.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna go in and check this out. Okay. Grab one of my business cards here. Pretty crazy place. All Mopar stuff. Let me come in and see what they let me say. I appreciate it, sir.
Take care.
Thank you, guys.
Gary, thank you.
So we're at Jerry's, and as you said, it's basically Mopar City. We're going to take a quick walk around, if there is a quick walk around. And you can see he just has all kinds of parts here. And if you want something Mopar, and he's got rims, all original rims. So we're just gonna start here, and he's just got Barracudas, Chargers, Challengers, old Chargers, new Chargers, Hemis. Look at all this stuff. Crazy, crazy. He's even got Dodge Vans, Road Runners, Dusters, Demons. This was, somebody's got old M50 race tires on here. And he sells, so if you need something, if you guys need something, he sells stuff. And I'll put his contact info in the description. He is not on the internet. He is not on computers. So if you need something, you're gonna have to reach out by phone. Old Fury. Wow, even a old Chrysler, one of those Chrysler Mitsubishi cars. There's either a Cuda or a Challenger right there. Coronets. And he's got hoods. He's got some racing hoods, fiberglass hoods. Super, look at that right here, 440 hoods. He's got Hebman headers. He's got all kinds of headers. Another Cuda. Look at all kinds of headers up here, racing headers and everything else. Here you go. Look at this Challenger, 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 Challenger. You need black, you need yellow, you need red, you need orange, you need blue. Look at all the grills right there. More Dodge. Looks like Challenger hoods, blocks, seats. Need a headlight? You need a MOPAR headlight bezels here. You need Cuda grills right there. Is this a satellite or Charger? Probably a satellite. But you've got valances. Look at all these Challenger grills. All these Challenger grills right here. Challenger, 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 Challenger. This is a whole Charger full of Charger parts. Barracudas. Here's a Charger. What's that, about a 69, I think? 69 Charger right there. Oh my gosh. Some of these things, like this one, destroyed, but they've got great parts if you need them. We're just gonna walk through, not be touching stuff. Here you go. Here's a, what is this, a 72, 73 Barracuda right there. Or a Challenger. Another Barracuda. Another one. There's a, is that Coronet? Looks like a two-door Coronet right there with bumpers on it. With MOPAR blocks, blocks, blocks. Unbelievable. Let's walk down this way a little bit. You even got a 47 Plymouth right there. This here's a blue Challenger or a Cuda. Oh, it's a Barracuda. And we got a Swinger. Looks like a Swinger's up there. So one of those Valares. What is that? There's another Swinger right here. Dart Swinger, dart body. There's a Challenger or a Charger, Dodge Charger, sorry. Coronet. Another Coronet. School buses full of parts, dusters. Look at this. All original OEM hoods, exhausts, trim pieces, more trim pieces. Another Coronet. Another Monaco 500. There you go. With more trim pieces. Chargers. What's left of another Charger? Fenders. Tons and tons of fenders. Rear ends. There's another ton, a ton. Oh, I won't keep saying a ton. A bunch of first generation Barracudas. I mean, a crap load of first generation Barracudas. But he's also got station wagons. Here's what's left of a 70s Cuda. Challengers, doors, fenders. Look at all the stuff that's piled up back here. Roof with a sunroof in it. Literally. Look at all these Dodge fenders. Wheels, fenders, hubcaps, truck, more fenders. These are all dusters. They look like dusters. Hubcaps, tons and tons of hubcaps. More fenders right over here. And that is what, a Dodge Charger underneath, or Biscayne. Let's see if we can. Guys, there are so many cars here. I can't tell you what I can get to and what I can't. There's another. I can't even count as high as what's here right now. Water pumps, exhaust manifolds, wheel drums. Is this a Barracuda here? A 70s Barracuda. Yeah, some of this stuff is completely gone. That's true. But that's just maybe body pieces are rusted out. But glass is here. Front ends are here. Monaco's. All these Chargers. Barracudas. Chargers. Door glass. Cordovas. There's a Charger right here. So this is pretty incredible. There's a Charger right there. What's that? 68, 69. There's 68, 69. Old pair of centerline wheels there. Is that Coronet? That's a Charger or a Coronet. Duster, Charger, Barracudas. Look at all this stuff. And this is just the first half of the yard. And this is just the first half of the yard, guys. There's just an insane amount. guys, if you like this kind of thing, please subscribe. If you like this, subscribe, ring the bell. That would be the best way. If you could subscribe and help me out, that would be awesome. Seems like we got a lot of old race cars or hot rods. Here's a hood with a hole in it. There's a hood with a hole in it. And as you heard him say, if you're looking for a whole car, or a part of a car, or a part of a car, or a part of a car, or a convertible car, you can buy a whole car here. He can sell. He is not a junkyard because he is just a private individual. He can sell you any of the cars on this piece of property. And as we walk back down here, as you can tell, people buy a lot of the parts and pieces off of cars, but there's a whole ton of cars with potential. This thing still even has, this is a, you know what? This was a Roadrunner made into a General Lee. Look at the orange paint. It's got the General Lee tires on everything else. So, again, if we look down here, we've got all kinds of stuff. There's a Challenger right there. Is it a Challenger or a Cuda? Not sure. It looks to me, and I'm not completely knowledgeable on some of the nuances between a Cuda and a Challenger, but I'm sure many of you are. So you guys buying a project?
No, we got a couple at home. We came to look at some. We've got some automotive stuff in here.
Oh.
And he wants about what it's worth, but it's. I've got a buddy in Vegas that's interested in it, and he's like, we live over in Pleasure Beach.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're from Fort Myers.
I thought he had cars. I thought he just had some motor parts. It's just incomprehensible.
Yeah, it's, and the fact that he actually will sell the whole, an actual full car is just a lot of projects. And he's still got some of the stuff that's his favorites over here, I guess. Duster. Is that a Volare? No. There's a Charger. Or a Satellite. There's a Barracuda, first gen Barracuda. Dusters. Demons. Coronets. More parts in here, and you just have a Valiant. I believe that's a Valiant. Wow, look at that old, that big, is that a Chrysler Newport? That thing is huge. Oh, Duster. I'll tell you what, folks. I'll tell you what. This is crazy. It's a surprise. Did not expect this at all today. And it is just definitely insane. So there's a gentleman who came here with his son to get a couple parts and is just as amazed as I am of what is here. I mean, we're talking hundreds of cars, and that is his second. So what made you decide to do MOPAR? Was it as a kid, or?
I was a MOPAR man for a long damn time. Now back in the day, we wandered off, and I've had 2 or 3 Oldsmobiles, a 442 convertible. I've had the first one damn thing and the other. I've mechanicked some for my lifetime. I worked for a man for 11.5 years. And then got into a conflict, and I quit, and I come home and said, I'm gonna make it here on my own. So that's what I done. I make it here on my own. I become
How long ago was that?
I become ASC certified master car and truck mechanic. Took all the damn tests and all.
How long ago? I mean, we talking 60s, 70s?
Yeah, somewhere along through in
Okay.
there. Well, late 70s and 80s,
Okay.
early 80s. But I got tired of that. So, what I was going to say though is, back in my early days, young man, I got to go down and hand order me a car like
Okay.
I wanted. At the time, I was driving a 66 Satellite 383 4-barrel 4-speed car, bald in color, black model top car. And I'd been reading about GTOs, and there wasn't nothing settle my mind once my mama, mom and daddy divorced, once my mama realized that the military wasn't going to get me.
Right.
I got out of school in 1965.
Okay.
Son, Vietnam was rock and roll. And I put in a year of junior college trying to dodge, realized I done had all the schooling I could stand.
Right.
They called me up 3 different times for the military draft. First time, lose this, I got out of high school 310, 315 pounds. Lose this weight, we'll straighten you right out. Yes, sir. 3 or 4 months later, I'm called up the second time. Still got the weight. So,
Right.
boy, you lose that weight, we can get you straightened out, get you going, get that and the other whatnot. He said, in the meantime, we're going to classify you 1Y, military draft law.
Right.
I said, well, exactly what does that mean? He says, I remember this just like yesterday. He said, if the enemy lights on the shore of the United States, you will be standing there with a rifle to repel them.
Yep.
Yes, sir. But you lose that weight, boy. It ain't 3 or 4 months, I'm called up the 3rd damn time. Same weight right on, I ain't lost a damn pound. Country eating, just steady shoving.
Yep.
They go through, check again, and put me in a room. They said, boy, you ain't worth a for nothing. I said, what? He said, you ain't worth shit. You ain't worth a for nothing. They ain't lost that weight. So he said, we're going to make you 4F. I said, 4F. He said, yep, you'll never be bothered with again the rest of your life. And I wasn't. I carried that military draft card, said I was 4F for a goddamn long time. I got pickpocketed one time and lost it because I carried the billfold. But they made me 4F. So anyway, once my mama realized that I wasn't going to be having to go to Vietnam, all this kind of shit, there's a story about that, but I got to go down and hand order me a car. Mama said, I'll co-sign for you. Okay. GTO. I didn't like 66s because of the bow tie look.
Right.
I ordered a 67.
Okay.
2-door hardtop, Tyrol blue, black vinyl top. First year for the 400 with a quadrijet on it. Close ratio 4-speed, beam of light ignition system on it, power steering, power disc brakes, electric windows, tinted glass, real wood steering wheel, AM8 track on the console, 391 gears in the back, custom exhaust, custom seat belt. I just ordered.
So you made the baddest of the badass GTO you could figure.
Oh, son, I ordered, put $100 down on it real quick there, put $100 down on it, and ordered a Ram Air engine. Right when we kicked the order in, they stopped production on the Ram Air engine because they're getting shipped down to Cartwright.
Right.
So I'm driving the Satellite every day. That's my transportation car. So I went along there and he let me know that the order had been canceled on that. What are we going to do? I said, well, let's wait a little bit. So we waited 2 or 3 weeks. I went back again and said, you know, what's the deal? So they said, well, it ain't released yet. I said, well, I want to add some more to the car. So the man said, well, know what you're trading in. He says, we're going to have another $100. I added some more stuff. So I said, all right. So I had $100, left $100. So it goes on. So they still ain't released the Ram Air engine. This is 400 HO, everything but the Ram Air. So finally, you know, the salesman, I was young, dumb, didn't know, led me to believe the car was built, sitting there waiting for
a Ram Air to be put on.
Waiting for the engine to be released. And people dragging by with the clothes, this, that, and the other, whatnot. He said, if you sell it for the HO, 400 HO, we can get it going. And I said, well, I want to add another 2 or 3 things to the car. I can't remember what I added now. He said, son, he said, if you don't take this car, he said, ain't no way in hell I can sell this car to anybody else. We got to have another $100. So now I got $300 down on this car.
Which was a lot back then.
Oh, son. Car come in, just like I ordered. I thought that was the prettiest son that ever laid eyes on my life. And I could not never, they had 2 pages of wheels. I couldn't never pick out the wheel I thought was going to look right on my car.
Right.
So I said, I told him, I said, I don't like wheels the same color as the car. It's Tyrol blue, what the color they call it. Black vinyl top, so I come through with the 7-inch wide steel Pontiac steel rims with the poverty caps on.
Right.
With the red line tires on. Oh man. And I street race that car. That's what I bought it for, street race and play with, not drag race, but play on the street and all. We get out there, we learned 2 people in the car, driver and shotgun, 22 pounds in them rear tires where we got the best pattern. We'd burn and play with pressure to see where we had the best damn bite. I kept that car almost a year. I don't know if I'm...
No, you're fine. I'm interested. I like these kind of stories.
I had developed an electric window problem. They fixed that. When we got it broke in, it didn't want to run right. I didn't feel like it had the power it's supposed to have. So went back, and they checked it, and they said, "Yep, we had 2 bad plugs in it."
From the dealer.
Damn new thing. I got a little over 500 miles on it.
Yeah.
So we took it. We run a little bit here and there, and it just got back in. I paid $100 and something for a beam of light ignition system. You know, first year for this damn thing.
Right.
No points. So I went back again, and they said, well, hey, the problem, we got to find something. Well, they got into it. When they built the damn engine, they left the valve stem sealed off of 2 cylinders. That was letting the oil get in there and foul the plugs, and this ignition system's supposed to fire any goddamn thing.
Right.
Well, they fixed that. That car picked up and run like a damn rate 8. 391 gears in the back, me knowing what to do. 4-speed transmission, close ratio 4-speed. It wasn't a wide ratio, you had a choice.
Right.
Hydraulic lifters in that engine by the tachometer in the dash. Wasn't one in the hood, in the dash. 5,150 was all them lifters would stand. If you hit anything past 5150 by that tachometer needle, they would float, and you didn't clear the clutch and clear it and come back again. You slowed down, let it all settle down.
Wow.
I got to the point where I was shifting that car at 5,000, power shifting it,
right.
not no
right.
none of that kind of shit,
right,
and not touch 5150 on that damn car.
Nice.
And that's how we street race and drag race. He's up in Jacksonville. You get to one traffic light, and a guy come up beside you, you know, blip and swallow through every time. Next traffic light, you best be goddamn ready to go when the light come on.
Yeah.
We done that on Main Street, Jacksonville. In my time, this is over a period of year, we got outrun twice. One time was a 63 Pontiac with a 421 in it, with something done to it. We don't know goddamn what, but they took care of us.
Right.
Not bad, but enough. Now we raced Mustangs, we raced every goddamn Chevelle, a 375 horse rock crusher when they had a 350 horse, a 325 horse, whatever.
Right.
We raced Chevelles, we raced Corvettes, we raced anything that run up on. We had been up on North Main Street in Jacksonville. One other thing happened in my car. We'd done a race. We come back and went to talk up another race. Went to leave. They said, "Well, there's grease on the ground under your car." I got to look, rear end grease. I said, "Well, goddamn!" I said, "What the hell? We ain't heard nothing." Had it towed into the Pontiac dealer in Jacksonville. Back in the day, the warranty was 5 years, 50,000 miles.
Right.
Whatever the hell it was, that's what the warranty was. They took it in, inspected it. It throwed a ring gear bolt. One ring gear bolt come out of the ring gear and throwed through the damn pan back there enough to where he let grease out.
Yeah.
If it hadn't done that, I'd never known it.
Wow.
I said, damn, fixed it, no charge. Well, it goes on. Next problem I had, 16,000 miles. That son of a bitch shut the chain in gears. Running down the road, just wasn't racing, but running down the road, just shut off. Spin like a son of a bitch, wouldn't crank. Had it pulled in, chain and gears. They put chain and gears in it, they changed the oil, put another set of spark plugs in it. I got it back, it didn't run right, didn't have the power, wouldn't run right, and that's what killed the car, long story. But anyway, the car got hit on the left front fender by a truckload of oranges and spun down the road like a damn top. It went by the wayside. I was making $91 a month payment on that car. And I had to have insurance that covered the finance company, but it didn't help me. I couldn't fix the car, told them to come get it. I love to tell people, this is through GMAC Finance. I love to tell people that if GMAC could look back far enough, they wouldn't finance me a damn pocket handkerchief. I had enough sense to have the car towed into where I lived in town in Stark up here.
Right.
Buddy come over and got the wood steering wheel off and put a normal wood wheel on there. My brother got the two exhaust extension tips, and they wasn't chrome, they were nickel.
Right.
They were nickel, by God. He put them on a 62 Chevrolet Impala that they hung down, put them on there. He drug half of the bell off, and they never did rust because they was nickel. Pulled them off. The other guy come and pulled the rear gears out of it and put another set of gears in the back of it before they come to pick the car up. And they come and pick the car up, the car went by the wayside.
Wow.
But that was my getting off of the MOPAR. And
so that's when you said after that I'm going MOPAR?
Oh yeah, I said, you know, that was it. That was my one dilly daddler there. So it goes along, and my buddy's working at the dealership in Jacksonville, and he says, we got one of them Rumblebees in. My Rumblebee's sitting over yonder. Okay. In a metal shed over yonder. Okay. So I said, you do? He said, yeah. He said, we got a yellow one. That was 04. So I go look at it. Yeah. Well, when I looked at it, it had 6 miles on the speedometer. He said, you ever run with this? I said, no. He said, well, take it down. I said, I had to come back. I had 11 miles on it. It went home by me.
And that's still, and you still have it?
Right over yonder.
I'll have to go check that out.
So I got the Rumblebee. I traded in my blue Dodge truck sitting there. That's a 98 V10 that a buddy of mine sat down hand ordered like he wanted, caught throat cancer, sold me the truck, 37,000 miles on it before he died. I traded it in a Cadillac. It didn't go a week. I said, I know all the history of that damn Dodge truck. I called back to see what they're trying to get for it, because I had to use it on trade-in. Right. They told me, I said, you hold my truck, I'm back to get my truck.
So you went and bought it back? I
still got the truck over there now, and I've got 216,000 on that same damn 98 V10 Dodge truck.
Wow.
My buddy hand ordered like he wanted it. So when it goes in to do the paperwork, I'm not one to bite off more than I can chew.
Right.
I told them, I said, this is what I can make monthly payments. I can't stand no more than this. Well, you go to the finance man, you got to have.
Walk around my son. I'm waiting on I'm waiting on Mike to call me back.
Okay, yeah, go right ahead. I'm here to shoot my mouth.
I like hearing your story.
I can't sell parts, but goddamn, I can run my business. So, like I say, I've been MOPAR. I had 3 Max Wedge cars. I had one of the last of the Max Wedge cars with a Chrysler 4-speed transmission in it.
Oh, wow.
We had the car, we knowed about the car for the years. The car got moved, went to the scrap yard. We've always told it's a stolen car. It had been painted black. We got the car, kept it. Some guys come and wanted to buy the floor hump out of it. And I didn't want to sell the floor hump out of it, so I wound up pulling the car up here and got the clean stuff out of the car. 2 tailpipes in the car. I cleaned more leaves out. There's a pair of power cables running around through the trunk. I said, well, what the hell somebody done here? I cleaned out further. There's a platform for the battery right rear corner in the trunk. I said, well, damn. So I cleaned out further, got down to the bottom of the trunk door, good and solid. There's the damn drain plug with a 6-hole drilled in it for the vents off the damn. I said, well, Billy Bob in his backyard ain't done this.
Right. This is NASCAR
So we get to
crap.
investigating further. Goddamn, this is a Max Wedge car.
Yeah.
And we didn't know it. The damn car would have been an aluminum car.
Wow.
Reason it was painted, it was red interior, bench seat, 4-speed car.
Right.
And it had, the speedometer had like 1,400 miles or some shit like that. Pretty as just all get out. But it's painted black because somebody took the aluminum off the front of it and put regular sheet metal on it and painted it black.
Right.
And we knowed it wasn't a black car. I'd sold a piece of molding off the side of it.
Right.
So we're getting investigating. Come to find out, the very, when we was building Max Wedge cars, you got an automatic, push button automatic, or you got the T85 Borg Warner 3-speed stick shift transmission.
Right.
That would stand up behind a Max Wedge. Chrysler wasn't building their own 4-speed, and they wouldn't use them other built. You know, they tried the Saginaw.
Right.
It won't goddamn stand up behind a Max Wedge. Well, when Chrysler started building their own 4-speed transmission, the last of them, they put some in Max Wedge cars. This is one of like 6 or 7.
Wow.
Now, we didn't know that motor and transmission was gone, but that car went through my hands.
There you go.
Went through my
You
hands.
never know. You never know what you find, man.
Oh my God! I was telling you what. We had one of 2 '67 Coronet RT Hemi 4-speed convertible. I think there's only 2 built. We had one right down the street now. A guy helped me down here, this, that, and the other.
Yeah, I saw the other one on that guy that what's that? Graveyard Cars had one.
Yeah. Well, I God knows whether this might be the one down here. I don't know, but it's been through a couple of hands sitting there. No motor, no transmission in it.
Yeah.
Goddamn, you know, kind of a ragged-looking old convertible. What the hell? You interested in that damn car? Supposedly one of 2.
Wow.
Supposedly.
Wow.
I said, my God, went right through our hands.
There you go.
And they've been.
Well, do you sell whole cars too? If
Yeah.
people come in, so
Yeah,
if somebody wants one of these is a starter thing.
Because I'm not a junkyard. I'm
Right.
a private individual, and I've worked with my zoning. And I've got my zoning
Okay.
out here. I can do anything out here and sell anything I want to. I'm not a junkyard. You're
Right.
a junkyard, you goes in, you can get parts.
You're just a guy that has a ton of cars.
That's right. That's right.
So,
That's exactly
so if
right.
somebody sees something here and they're like, "Man, I want
Whole
that,"
car, if it's
they
where it
can
be
call.
got out, yes, sir. I can
Okay.
sell a whole car. Ain't no problem. And if you ever lose my phone number, are you familiar with the magazine MOPAR Collector's Guide?
Yeah.
My ad's in there.
Okay.
You can pick up an issue 15 years old. Same damn ad, same phone number in that damn magazine.
So any Mopar guys that need something, they can reach out to you then.
Yes, sir.
And you know-
I wound up getting my area out here zone commercial intensive. I thought this a long damn time about this.
Right.
And I got it commercial intensive. That lets me do just about anything I want to do out here and not be bothered with, say, oh, zoning, you can't do that.
There you
can't
go.
do that.
Awesome. Hey, man, I appreciate you talking to me.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
you letting us walk.
No
Appreciate
problem.
everybody. Guys, if you need anything MOPAR,
Well,
give the gentleman a car.
I save stuff. One man will look at something and say it ain't worth the shit. The next man says, I ain't got nothing. What do you want for that?
Yep. I mean,
And I don't ship. You have to come see me.
there you go. So if you need it, you take a ride down here. It's a beautiful,
Or
and I'll
get
tell you
somebody
what,
to come look for you.
this is North Florida. It's beautiful up here. It is. I lived up here. I went to Florida State University after the military.
Okay.
So yeah, this is a beautiful part. But I appreciate it, sir.
All right.
That's his Rumblebee. That's only the second new car he's ever bought. But it is absolutely insane what we have here. Thank you for watching channel, but a subscription would be great. So hit subscribe button, hit it now if you like, and hopefully we'll do more of these. Yep, 231, right?
Yep.
Okay.
No.
What?
We needed. Oh, let me see where we're going. No, you need to just say the other way. Sorry.
Okay.
This is going to take you back way north.
Okay, so turn around. Alright, I'll turn up here to the sign. So welcome to another episode of Junkyards and Barn Finds with Sean, and I'm Sean. April, should they subscribe to this channel even if they don't like cars today for this one?
Probably just for this one.